guys, how are you doing today? I just cleaned off my desk, but you know, there's always just one more thing that has to be cleaned off. Alright, I'm not going to bring out the whole box because it's a good sized box. I mean, it's not even closed. The tops of the box. What box? Oh, the box that my aunt sent me. She had some things that somebody gave her, and also she has an excess of stamps. And so she sent them. My dad's here. Yay! And so I got these because he came and my aunt sent them. Sorry if you're going to hear a crinkling. I mean, you can see these through the packaging, but I know I'm going to, at the very least, use this one, and I'll probably use this one too. So I'm just going to release them from their packaging. Look at this. This doesn't even want to stay on there anymore. And a lot of these are like brand new, never been used, but this one will be fun and mixed. They'll both be fun. So there were these two stamps. Super fun. There is this textured paper, handmade paper, which looks like a lot of fun. It is, looks pretty thick. I wonder, well, probably can't do, but yeah, it's definitely will use some of these on my gel plate to get that texture, and then also with die cuts or just a pocket or something would be fun. Yeah, I'm not a, I don't put things back in the package. It's annoying. I don't like it. A few things I gave away already because there were some stamps that were a little bit more kitty, and my friend's daughter just had a birthday, so I sent them with her. But there's this heart stamp, which is super pretty, which, you know me, will not stay on the block. And this little bunny stamp, and if I had seen that one, I might have sent that one with my friend too. Another heart stamp, and a dove of peace, a peace dove, and Santa's sleigh. These are all like brand new, never been used. And then this one says, always remember. But sometimes, if I like a frame, I will cut out the middle if there's words and just use the frame. So that's a possibility. And this one says, dream big, which I think is actually a separate. Oh, I wonder if this one's separate. Hold on. I have to know now. It says one, so it should just be one stamp. So yeah, that one's just one stamp. But I will probably cut the middle, the words out, and just use the, I'm not putting it back in the package. If I'm keeping it, I don't need to put it back in the package. And this one says two stamps. So I think it's this big round one, and then the dream big is what it looks like. So I can use this separately. This is fun. I like circles. If you know me, you know I like circles. This one is also two stamps. So it's got the heart and the circle. Although, you know, when I use circles, I tend to put them off the page. Oh, this one would have been good to give her too. This one might end up going to my friend's daughter. I'm not sure. But it says happy birthday. It's got little candles and cakes. See, she can make cute little cards for her dolls with these. So yeah, that one's probably going to go to her. And this one I like. I like the little flowers and the circle. And it's even got some little decorative things. So some of these you can see definitely someone got them because they were on sale. And some of these I wonder if they like came free with something they purchased. I don't know. I see the Inkadoo stamps a lot that people have never opened. So I'm like wondering if they just came free with like a purchase of something. Most of the stamps are from my aunt. The other stuff will be from the other people. So these are really cool, and I think they'll be especially fun on my jelly plate. Isn't that fun? Or just anything. As background stamps, these would be really awesome as mixed media stamps. And more little flowers. And let's see. Oh, the last time that I got ribbons from them, I used them on my gel plate. This one is not raised though, but this one's cool. It's got must have got it at a thrift store or something. It's got orange and yellow and purple. That'd be Perfect for a Halloween journal. And there's some more orange pieces. Ooh, this just be fun and layering in any fall, any journal with orange in it. I guess it's an coppery orange kind of a thing. I know, Lori, you want it, don't you? You want all the orange things, but yeah, isn't that pretty? It's sparkly. Yeah, you can see. Definitely got some sparkle happening here. And now it's all over my hand. And this one is, I think, just orange and black. Yep, it's this is the front right there. Isn't that pretty? I think that was the front. I don't know. They look pretty similar on each side. Someone used wire, which is kind of cool because then as you use it and it gets smaller, it'll still hold on to it if you put it on right. More sparklies. This is quite a bright purple, but there's a couple things I have to send to somebody because there's this too. So this P and this purple will probably go to the same person because I do know somebody whose name starts with P. And oh, this one says love, so that one's cute. And oh, there's more stamps. It's crazy. There's like tons of stamps. So this is one, also Inkadoo, I think. Yep, Inkadinkadoo. Sorry, not Inkadoo, Inkadinkadoo. And then there's, whoops, these flowers and leaves. And I had two of these. I gave one to my friend when she came and picked up a couple other things. So lowercase letters, little daisies, and it's all one stamp. So that'll be fun as a background. And then there's this medallion, which I love. I actually have this on my computer because it is a public domain image. The image itself is. And so I've actually used it in some of my digitals. I usually color burn it, so you know it just kind of blends into the background. And then there's like smaller versions, so I think these are all like I can get them on the New York Public Library. And then little dots and little things, little flowers. So there's those three little stamps, which are super cute. And I actually have some that are like this retro style already, so but they're more squares, so it's fun to have a circle one. So yeah, this is all one piece. So that's fun. That looks like fun. And then this, these kind of ones like this are awesome for jelly plate. I'm excited about that. And that one too. Oh, there's more. There's more. Let's see. Oh, I haven't even opened these yet. Hold on. We'll open those in a minute. Let's get through the stamps. This says, great certified friend. So special to me and thanks. Oh, Joel, you can't have the bee. This one is two pieces. So it's the bee and the circle. This one I need a hammer for. I probably will send this one to the thrift store just because I'd rather just have a regular punch. I think how you use it is you put it on a thing and you hammer down over the paper. And I'm just like, yeah, that seems like a lot of work. So that one probably will not keep. Oh, sequins, giant sequins. Somebody got them because they were a deal and then never used them and passed them on. So we will see. I think some of these may go in the Christmas boxes that have not sold yet. And I don't know what this is for. It's slots, 3" slots, 5" apart. Say that 5 times fast. So I don't know if it's something you can then put ribbon through. Or, oh, giant punch bow tie. I don't know. Something for making a bow tie. Didn't even see that on there. And, oh, look, love, be mine. Couple hearts, super cute. I'm saving them. Oh, I like that one too. I'm saving my favorite stamps for last for the stamps. Bloom where you're planted. Oh, look! Little ocean, which I have plenty of ocean ones, so I think I'm going to give that one to my friend's daughter too. I think she'll have, because her mom does crafting and stuff too, and it gives her her own stuff to then craft with mom. So I'd like try to make a pile for her. Let's see, there's still more. Color Your World with the Little Flowers. I think I'm going to give that to her too. I mean, it's cute and I could use it. Tiny, tiny little snowman with a pipe. It's tiny. That will probably go in one of the Christmas boxes too. Is that all? No, there's more stamps. Alright. This little birdie, so cute. Pick me. Love you. And the little flowers. I don't know if they're too small for her to handle all the little tiny bits or not. But how sweet are you? You are loved. A little birdie. I think I'll give little girl that one. Ooh, another leaf with a circle. Save that for next fall. Actually, could do it for spring too. Just make it bright green. And then there's this one with the angel coloring the pansy. Got all of the stamps. Nope, one more at least. Plus my favorites. It's not a stamp, but it's not really. Okay. So here's this one, another round one with more little half back. And then this I could use on pages, or I could use them on my jelly plate too. So use as a stamp on a jelly plate. And then I got these little die cuts, which I can't remember. These are different than the last ones, but the last ones I think were supposed to make some kind of a flower. But I almost think that I could like make these into like an envelope, like tiny, tiny little envelope, but I'm not sure. I tried that last time to make a tiny envelope. See? There we go. I can make a tiny envelope with these. Isn't that cute? Tiny little envelope. Or just use them as backing. Okay, and then there's these stencils. So this one has stars. This one has a bunch. Let's see if I can get in here. I didn't look at these last night when my dad brought them in. Well, actually, he didn't tell me till he was going to bed. He's like, oh, I left these on the stairs. I was like, oh, yay, let me look at them. Ooh, this would be fun on the gel plate too. I haven't tried metal ones on the gel plate, but it's got little tulips. That would be great for spring. Let's see, that must have come on that. And then this one is a heart with an arrow, and we had our stars. Awesome. And my favorite stamps of the day are the labels. And they're labels I don't have. So I was very excited because they have the lines. I'm going to have to save that as a template. There's this label here, which is super cute with the daisies. I love daisies. Somebody went and bought like everything they had. One of everything, I think. And then these have the lines. I don't have any of the ones with the lines. And they have all this extra little bits on the... They're just really fun labels. Oh no, can you see them? So yeah, I was extra excited about that. Now let's see if I can put some of these away so that I can have some space to show you the other stuff. Yes, there's more. But wait, there's more. That just makes me laugh. Because, you know, doing the game show thing. But wait, there's more. Floral doodle. I don't know, whoever had these before me really labeled them. And I don't know which. I know my aunt has like a lot of the woodblock stamps. So I don't know if most of the stamps I think were from her, and some might have been from the other lady that had gifted them to her, and then what she didn't want she gifted to me, like all these paper punches. And you know I have to try them. Use this as a backdrop here. Oh, it goes so much easier than my old one. Tell you right now. Oh, wow. See, isn't that pretty? So pretty. I gotta get better at matching them up, though. You can see where I messed up here. Alright, so there's that one. And there is this flower one. Maybe if I start at this end, and I can see what I'm doing down here. Oh, I like that one, too. Isn't that pretty? So that's 2. And then there's this one. Yeah, you heard me. There's this one. it wants to get stuck in there. I don't know if I didn't press it down enough or what happened. Come on, come out. Come out, come out, wherever you are. Let's try that again from the other end. I don't think that's quite right. It still doesn't want to come out. Ooh, it kind of embosses it as well when you, gotta do two, right? Get out of there. That's part of the problem, is there's paper in there that doesn't want to come out. There we go. Okay, now, also the embossing part of it, it may mess it up just a little bit. I don't know. That one can come out a little bit smoother. We'll see. I might have to do this one with thicker paper. But that's what that looks like. And it embosses it a little bit. So that's why I'm thinking might need thicker paper. And we have a zigzag. Which, probably just going to do... It's going to give me issues. What? Go in. Does it lock? Oh, it locks. That's why. This one has a lock. Who knew? So that's what that one does. And then you just kind of like that. And it would just kind of go. You just have to make sure that your ends end at a, you know, that you have some ends. Otherwise, yeah, that's that. Or if I just wanted a chain, I would be able to do it all the way down and cut it off and have like a zigzag to glue on somewhere too, I guess is another option. But that seems kind of technical there. Okay. This one locks too. This one locks too. Birthday swag. See, they labeled everything. I think it's funny. I don't know why I think it's funny, but I think it is. I kind of want to see. That did not go right. Let's try it from the beginning. Now we're back to that. Let's start in the middle like it tells you to. Ah, I see what I did wrong maybe. I don't think that line's supposed to be in the middle though. Let's see. I think the swag is going to give me a little bit of heartache here. Heartache from my swag. Alright. There we go. Almost. I think this one's going to take some practice to do all the way along the edge of a page. Of course, the people who had these before me probably were more card makers than junk journal makers. Otherwise, they probably would have kept it. Oh, and here's a fall one. Look how fun this is. I think this one locks as well. I should probably lock them back up. Oh, and there was a cupcake one too, but my friend, the crafter, is also a baker, and I just couldn't not give it to her. All right, that one's a little bit harder to press, but that's not right. All right, let's see. That's not supposed to be what happens. I don't know where my tweezers are right this second. I mean, it's not like I don't have 5 of them. What happened here? Maybe I didn't press it down far enough, or I don't know. That's the thing, you gotta test these out, and then you know for sure if they're really gonna be helpful or not. Probably not supposed to bang them around like I do. Oh, one broke last night. It fell on the floor and broke. It's similar to one I already have though, so not too horribly horrible. And maybe if I did this on cardstock, it wouldn't be as bad. I'm gonna try it on this because it's a little bit stronger because it has the paint. Make sure it's all the way back up. All right, there we go. What do I show it against? Let me try to do a second one, because that's the that's the test right there, is if you could do a second one and have them line up and not fall apart. See, I'm not sure that I would want to use this one because, you know, you get halfway there and then it wants to get stuck in here. Because it's all cut, it just gets totally stuck. So if you see this one new in a store, don't do it. Don't do that to yourself. I'll try it with cardstock, and if that doesn't work, I will probably toss it. I won't even, not thrift store either, because I don't want to do that to somebody. Well, the first set was cute, although now I have all these little tiny gourds I can use somewhere. If I really wanted to. Gourds and pumpkins. So there's that aspect, and tiny little leaves. Oh, too fiddly for me, though. Yeah, if that doesn't work on cardstock, it has not earned its place in my craft space. Any more edge ones? Let's see. I think we're to the... Oh, no, here's one more edge one. I thought we were maybe to our corner ones. Not quite yet. Just have all this paper just sitting here. Embossed scallop. Embossed scallop. Scalloped. 1 3/4 inches. Oh, they just labeled everything. All right, let me start on the end, because sometimes that's what I like to do. It won't go in. That's not a good sign. If it won't go in, that is not a good sign of it working for me. Something, I think it just is not going up all the way. For whatever reason. That's not thin enough. Let's try this. Something might be stuck in there. I don't think that did it. Nope. So this one I'm going to have to work with to see if I can get it to work, and if not, then it also has not earned its place. But I think something might be... Oh, there it goes. I think it's up all the way now. I think it wasn't up. Nope. That wasn't it. It's just, it's overly bent or something in the middle. So this one, as cute as I think it would be, I'll have my dad look at it. But if he can't make it work, then it's not going to happen. Because there's a big, it comes up quite a bit in the middle here, but too far. Because then, I guess because of the emboss, that must be where it embosses maybe. The problem is, it doesn't allow you to get your paper in there. I have to put my glasses on to see. So yeah, I can't even get the paper in there all the way. So, yep, that one's not, I'll have Dad look at it, but that one's not going to be... Alright, then there's this one, which, I don't know, what do? Do you start in the corner? Let's start like this and see what happens. Whew! I've never had one of these before, have you? And then what? You move this up to a corner. Well, maybe down to that corner. Wait. Why is it? Can't be that easy, can it? There we go. I don't know why it didn't want to. Now what? Put it here. I can't, well see, not all the squares have the same thing, so I'm like, that's confusing me. Why won't it? Oh, it must not be. That's why. It won't go all the way down if you're not lined up. Okay, lining it up will be a challenge. So when I do use this, I will probably use it, like, you know, it'll skip ones, because getting those ones is a little harder. But doing it like this, because that's the circle I want, works a little bit better. Oh. You just have to, okay, I don't know how I like this because you have to, that doesn't help. There we go. You just have to have it matched up perfectly. But, I mean, it would be really cute in a pocket backed with something. If I can get it to work more easily. Right now, it's a little bit of a headache. Maybe if I do it like that and let it come up to the magnets. We'll see. And photo labels. More labels, or this is even a ticket shape. So now I can get rid of my other one, I think. Oh, this one's longer, though. It helps if you put it in the right way. I'm pretty sure it helps a lot. See, now I have some labels. Just little, they look like tiny little tickets, really. So that's super cute. I'll have to check that with my other, if I knew where my other label maker thing was, I would. Oh, we missed one of the edge punches. Le Birds and Holly. Not sure about this one either. If it does work, it may end up in one of those Christmas boxes. Because wouldn't that be fun? Isn't that sweet? Alright, if it does end up in a Christmas box, I'm going to make a bunch for myself first. It might not end up in a Christmas box. And look, now I have little doves. Alright, now we have some corner punches. So, do we have any corners? Or this one's actually, I think, for a circle. I'm not sure. Or it makes a circle. Or I don't know what it does. So, oh, I have to have the right size square to put in there, maybe? 2 3/4 inch square circle. That makes topiary. Martha Stewart. Oh, I see. I would have to have a 2 3/4 inch square. Let's try it. 2. See, I'm so glad she labeled things. And she's my hero. 2 3/4 inch. Nope. Has to be a little smaller than that. Oh, 1 3/4. That makes. Alright, let's try this with the right size. But wouldn't that be cute on the top of a tag even though? So for this one, it's got to be 1 3/4 inch about. Actually, I think it could be, if you don't mind it having a thing on the end, it could actually be 2 inches, I think. That, and then what? I don't know. You just can either cut it off that way or cut it off that way or do it all around the edges like I think it's meant to be. But she marked how it needs to be, so that was helpful. I'll try that again later. Oh, here's the one I broke. And I think the one I have is similar enough to that. It's bald lace. But yeah, I can't get it back together, so it fell on the floor and broke. That's what happens when you have cement floors. This one is a corner one. Right? Is it a corner one? I don't know, because it goes in straight too. Oh, isn't that fun? Alright, so I could do it in the corner. Which would be really cute. Or I could kind of like do that too. I mean, it's kind of close together. But yeah, it's cute in the corner though. See that? She called it Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese. And here's the guide right here. She even labeled where the guide was. So adorable. Oh, I missed this one. I knew there was another Christmas one. Alright, this one wants to be like my other one. Oh, no. Alright, it came back up. So this one is super cute. It just says joy all the way down and has a little swirl. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Let's see, line up this end. I want to see what this one looks like all the way to the end. Alright, so the line stays on the top. So yeah, that's super cute. Isn't that cute for a Christmas journal? Joy, 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 joy. Not even just for a Christmas journal. I mean, joy. Choose joy all the year long. Oh, there's another piece of the one that broke. Oh! I missed these. These are the longer ones too. And they all lock, which makes them take less room. Scallop circle chain. The one I have is similar to this. That's the one that's hard to press, but with skinnier flowers. So now maybe I can get rid of the one that's hard to press and... Alright, we got some scrap papers here. So I'm going to actually start where this piece ends. That way I know that I can get it to the... Oh, these are little wreaths. How cute is that? They're little wreaths. Oh, shoot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 and a half. How many does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how I have to figure it. Okay, so the fifth one matches up on the end here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the first one's easy. It's the ones after that that become a little harder to figure out. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one matches. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one matches up with that one, I think. Or I might be off by one because I might be double cutting 1, 2, 3. Let's try the fourth one and see what happens. Yep, just the fourth one. 1, 2, 3. That one. Okay, here's the thing. It's gonna cut the end off. That's the problem. And then the whole thing's gonna come off. This is what I don't get. Is it an edge punch or is it a let's make a design like this punch? That's what I'm not sure about. Circle chain. Oh, great. I just blew into this and it blew everywhere. So there's that one. Makes a chain at the very least. Let's see what this one does. 1, 2. Oh, it only makes 2 at a time. But that's super cute. I like that. That's a little bow, I think. Fancy Flight, it's called. Looks like a little bow. It's different than my other one. Oh, butterflies. That one is definitely different than the other one that I have. And yes, I know, I'm making a mess. It's super messy up here now. Too much stuff. I get it. I hear ya. Of course, if I throw it all away now, I'll throw away all the little bits that could be used somewhere. But, alright, you told me to throw it away. I'll throw it away. Fine. And now it's all over my lap. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's try this. Interesting, interesting. Interesting. Kind of want to see it. I want to see the whole thing. Or at least a little further. Okay, so we get a little sticky outie and a little butt. Okay. You will never see a scallop like this the same way again. Because of the butt. Alright, now I'm curious. Oh, that one got messed up a little bit. So this is what this one looks. See, that's the butt. It's just brackets. It just says brackets. But I was curious because it shows it different on here. Like there's this other piece. But it doesn't really do that other piece. Doesn't emboss it either. Huh. But it's a nice little edge. A little different edge. And then we have, wait, this one must have been my aunt's because it's not labeled like all the other ones from the lady. And we have either teardrops or quotation marks, but they go two different ways. So that's confusing, but they're cute. So you could cut a couple out and you could have giant quotation marks. What else? This one, which just gives you pieces of a flower. Oh my word! And get stuck inside your... Alright, this one comes off different than the other. Not sure how I feel about this one. Because one gets stuck, so might have to do this every time. Although if I use cardstock, maybe not. And then also, I have to then locate all the... This is why I don't like the fungal thing. Because then you have to locate all the pieces and figure out how it goes together. Like that. I don't know if I love it enough to fiddle with that all the time. So we'll see what happens to that one. And we have another corner. Corner. Is it locked? Yep. Deco Scallop. Alright, we'll use our guide. Oh, she didn't label the guide on this one. On the corner of some tags, though, might be super cute. So that's what that looks like. Speaking of tags, let me find a couple and see what it would look like on a tag. Like, say this is your tag. Line it up. Oh, it does have guides here, which would help. So if I laid it down the right way. Oh, that's interesting. So then if I just kind of go here and here, then that would be, and then maybe cut the sides down a little bit because it just looks like too much. Might actually make a cute tag top. See, you don't have to use your corners just for the corners. You could use them as the top of a tag. Might look weird, but you could. Obviously not worried about this piece of paper because it got wet. Yes, there, it looks a little cute. Now it looks like a baby bottle. Maybe we'll stick with the corner for that one. Ooh, another edge. Let's see. Yeah, line that up right. Okay, I just need to have one under there. Well, that's cute. Can you see it? That's really cute. Don't know. Oh, don't. Oh, that's right, to the other edge. So yeah, that one I like a lot. All right. Next, another corner one. Sea pearls. Oh, now I need some corners of something, don't I? Nope, this is going to be just as hard as the one I already have, isn't it? Yeah, kind of. Ooh, I like that. It curves it and gives little dots. Can you see it? don't know. I don't know if you can or not. Do it the white against the blue. And that's super cute. Oh, I like that. Let's do the other side. This would be a really weird tag. But now probably looks even more like a bottle because it's got little This is the thing I don't like about the corner punches. Is I don't always get it. If I have to like really pay attention. Alright, let's see. Do I have some more cardstock over here? Because I think these corner punches do a little bit better with cardstock. If I do one side, I gotta at least do the other one. But let's see, I have to kind of make sure it lines up under here. And then maybe not put my hand right on top of it, but it seemed to do okay. See, that'd be really cute at the bottom of a tag or at the top of a tag. So that's a really cute corner. Test the other corners. Let's see if I can do the second one the right way. Make sure it's all the way in. Ooh, I like that one a lot. That's cute. Just little circles and whatnot. I like that one. They are a little harder to punch, these corner ones. I know because I've had some other ones. Oh, that did not do what I thought it was going to do. Oh, this one is supposed to emboss. Let's try this one. Oh, you can't hardly see it, but so it gets the corner and then embosses it right there. A tiny bit. Let's do it this way so maybe we can see it better. Can you see where it embosses right there? Although I like the corners even if you can't see the embossing. So if you're on a patterned paper, you're probably not going to see the embossing. But on just white, you might a little bit. And it's not really raised enough to even put some ink on it, but I like the corners too. I don't have any corners like that. Alright. Alright. We used all our corners on these. Another piece of cardstock. I wish I had some cardstock I didn't like right here somewhere near me. Wait, do I? No, I don't. I like all my cardstock. I think it just cuts cardstock more easily. Let's see. Is there anything here I don't love? No, I love everything. What's wrong with you, lady? Well, let's just do some corners or something then. Alright, this one has emboss plus punch. And that's another reason I think that it needs to have thicker paper. I do not see the embossed part even a little bit on that. Let's see, try only if it has two sides, but it's got three. Does it turn? No. Which side did I just do? I think it was this side. Alright, that one cut it all. Super cute. See, that'd be a cute tag. And then you could either do all four sides or just cut the bottom a little bit and you've got a cute little tag. But this side did not see any embossing. And then this looks like it's supposed to do something. I don't know. What did I did not see any embossing, but this looks like little pigtails. My tag has little pigtails. What's weird is it looks like it would move, but it doesn't because those are in there good. Korea. But I don't know why it shows this on this side because it doesn't do that. Maybe it's for an envelope. Wouldn't that be cute? I never thought about using these on an envelope. Well, now I have. Oh, these are all pretty. Let's see. Oh my word, that was so easy. Alright, is this one supposed to emboss as well? If so, I'm not seeing it. I'm just seeing the corners and no embossing. Let's try one of these and see if it will emboss on that. If I press harder. Oh, there it is. Now I can see the embossing. Ooh, that's pretty. But that on the flap part of an envelope is really cute too. Why have I not thought to use these on envelopes? This gave me the idea. Alright. And another Friskars ones, Romantique. Romantique. What do we have for Romantique? We have some envelopes. Let's see if we can do our things on those. That might work. There's a piece of cardstock. Oops. There's a piece. Alright, let's see. Let's see what this does. You have to make sure you have it all the way in there. That one wants to be like my other Friskars one. Isn't that pretty? Is it Romantique? So yeah, the ones that say they do the embossing too, I'm not as impressed with because I don't know what it takes to get the embossing to show up. Figured I'd do all 4 sides and see what these look like. There, so if you do all 4 sides, it looks like that. You could also do the pages in a journal. Let's see. Oh, I was going to try. This one's already got a thing, so I'm not sure. But that was alright. It still worked. Super cute. All my envelopes are now going to get punched on their little thing. Probably didn't make sense to do it on this one because it's holding it in there, but I can't help myself. I'll just back it with something so it will stay. Let's see. This side is going to cut it off. I know it is. Oh, let's do this. We'll just do the one. So now it will still somewhat tuck. But yeah, it's super cute. Especially on an envelope. Why have I not thought to use these? Yeah, this is a lot of stuff, isn't it? I know what you're thinking. All this came just all free. Yes, free. It was all free. It was, oh, this, you know what this is? Do you know what this is? Do you see? Do you see what it is? It does the thing, the stamp thing is what that does. And I don't know what this does. Anybody know what this does? Is this even big enough to fit in here? I guess this is just mix pieces. This one does not want to work real great. Alright, so it makes these pieces. Of course, now I could use this as a template if I wanted to make the top of my tag one of these shapes. I could use it as a template now. I don't know, what would you use these for? I guess because people use these for scrapbooking. So they might be for putting in, putting around pictures or something. And I'm here thinking about them as junk journaling, but this one might have been my aunt's too because it's not labeled. But it makes all these things. And if you don't have arthritis, it'd be great. I don't think it's so great for me. It's really hard to push. But once I have one, I have a template. And I can just cut them. Be easier. Alright. Oh, one more. Deco Scallop. Let's just do it on the other side of this one for now. That's cute. I think I have scissors that do that though. So, I mean, not as smoothly as that though. In fact, there might even be scissors in here that do this. Oh yeah, these scissors, I'm pretty sure I already have them all. This one's corkscrew. This one I definitely have is Provo crap. Paper shape. It doesn't say. I mean, these might be a nicer brand. So I've got 3 more boxes of the. This one says Peaks, and this one says Victorian Wide. Pretty sure I do have one of those. So one pair of scissors will go in each of the 3 Christmas boxes I still have, because I have all the scissors, which probably everybody else. Stars, that's gonna go in one of the Christmas boxes. And there's another star, which I'll probably put in one of the Christmas boxes. Love you. There's the spring from the one that broke. Oh, one more stamp. Love forever. Some of these stamps might end up in those too. I don't know. We'll see. And that is everything that was in the box, except for, you know, a couple little sequins that escaped. So that is my haul from Massachusetts. I don't know what else. So yeah, between my aunt and a friend of hers who was getting rid of things, that I got all that. I had to try it all out with y'all. Because, you know, why not? So I'll now have to figure out what I'm going to keep and what I'm not going to keep. So yeah, I've missed you guys, and I hope to get some videos up soon, and not just the collage ones, although the collaging has been easy compared to everything else. And now that I haven't made a junk journal video in a while, it's been harder to get started back up again. But I got some snarky tags I want to make. So I can't believe it took 51 minutes to show all that. 52. All right, y'all have a delightful day, and I'll go check Nathan, make sure he gets a shot, because the sugars are high, apparently. See you guys later. Talk to you later.